Right, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Lexus IS250. This is an automatic car and it's the SEL model, the top of the range car. A 55 plate vehicle with just 78,000 miles on the clock. Finished in silver with the, I think they call it the oakum interior, the beige interior. The car is in absolutely amazing condition for a car of its age and mileage. It really is. Front there you can see lights and lenses completely intact. No damage to those at all. Front bumper is absolutely as clean as a whistle. There's, any stone chips are tiny and minor given the age of the car, but it's very, very clean. Sort of even for a car half its age, you consider it to be incredibly clean. It's a lovely, lovely example. So come down the near side of the car first. Clean as a whistle in the panel work. It really is. So I can't see any dents, scratches or otherwise on there. Alloys on the car are in exceptional condition. It's a real rarity to see them as good as this on a car of this age and mileage. It really is. But they're very, very good. The panel work is just incredibly clean. Rear alloy on the near side again, clean as a whistle. Worth pointing out, the car's going to have two brand new rear tyres fitted later this morning, just before it goes in for MOT there. They're getting down there. They probably would pass with an advisory, but we're getting them done anyway. Rear bumper, again clean, colour coordinated rear parking sensors to complement the camera on the SEL models. And then to come down the off side of the vehicle, as with the near side, is absolutely mirror smooth. So it's a very rare car in this condition. It really is. Offside rear alloy, again very, very clean, and the remainder of the panel work is quite exceptional. It's not to say, as I always point out, that there will be the odd mark that I haven't seen or the camera hasn't picked up, but this is the best I can do holding a camera in my hand. But it looks extraordinarily clean. Final alloy is absolutely lovely. So we're looking at a very clean, crisp and very original car. Boot area of the car, nice and clean, very well finished as you'd expect on a Lexus. All the tools, everything is here and with the vehicle. Near side rear door card, absolutely as clean as a whistle. The interior is in beautiful condition, it really is. Only the odd minor sign of any kind of age related wear on the car. Full set of interior mats, colour coordinated, and the leather work looks and is absolutely lovely. Front near side door card, again completely unmarked. Footwell area is very, very clean and tidy. Obviously electric adjustments on these SEL models. Leather work on this passenger seat looks pretty much as new. It's in wonderful condition. So the video really doesn't do it justice, in all honesty. Passenger door card, also driver's door card again, incredibly clean. Electric memory settings, all this electric window switch bank, all in lovely condition. Footwell area is all very, very nice indeed. The driver's seat is in extremely good condition. It's very, very, very clean, and the bolsters. So it's outside the car now, engine's running as it has been throughout the video. The dashboard again, beautifully built and very, very nice condition as well. Obviously this car benefits from the multimedia pack, just show you obviously nav working perfectly. Pop it into reverse, you've got a lovely clear rear parking camera as well. But it's all been kept very, very nicely. Obviously air conditioned, cooled and heated seats for front seats there. Come across the main dashboard binnacle. As you can see there, 78,760 miles. There's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard at all. But it is all in really fabulous condition in here. Hopefully you can see down there, obviously you've got the electric rear shade on the SEL models as well, over and above what's standard on the lesser models in the range. Just to quickly show you, quite often overlooked actually, but the owner's manual pack for navigation and car manual is in its original leather binder, and very importantly the locking wheel nuts are here and present with the car. So finally, just to come under the engine bay, a wonderful, wonderful engine. They really are beautifully presented, as you expect from Lexus. Been fantastically maintained, this car as well. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a quick video, and this is for a Lexus IS250, and this is the SEL model. This particular car is registered RA55LLK, and mileage at the start is 78,754 miles. Reason for the road tests, as I say in all of them basically, is very simple indeed. We just want customers to see the cars actually in operation. That way, if there's any issues with the vehicle, we can relay them back to you straight away. We know how frustrating it is to go and see a car only to find out there's an obvious fault which you clearly should have been told about, and that's why we do it. So if there's any issues on the car, I will relay them back to you. Car's literally just been delivered. I'm literally just driving back to our business now. It's just been dropped off by the driver. Engine started perfectly, very, very smooth, very quiet engine. It's been on the road now for well over an hour. Temperature gauge is just under 1/2, which is exactly where it should be on a Lexus car. Very hard to get across just how refined these cars are. The engine has got a virtually vibration free, lovely soundtrack when you extend it, perfectly matched the gearbox. It just fits the car absolutely superbly. It's a great engine. Engine obviously then feeds through into the Lexus automatic gearbox, very smooth shifting. It's a wonderful gear change, and as I said, a perfect companion. It's not always the case that autos and engines sort of match very well. Sometimes ratios can be wrong, spaced wrong, or they can be a bit lumpy in their gear change, but this has just got a fantastic quality of change. It really has. I can't find any wear in it at all. You should do, which is what we did when we bought the car, still do what I kind of refer to as a bit of a static test. When you're stationary, just make sure it's nice and warm, select drive and then reverse, and just see if there's any delays in engagements or any sort of thumps when it goes in, because there shouldn't be. This one selects gear exactly as it should. Steering of the car tracks absolutely bullet straight. I'm at the legal limit now, and there's no vibrations at all. There's been none throughout, and the driver who's been down the motorways not detected any either, because I always ask them. Steering's very positive. It's got a lovely feel to it. It's got nice weighting. Its speed of the steering ratio is really well done. It's quick enough to be on the sportier side without being over sensitive, and I can't feel any wear through the steering at all. It feels tight as a drum, as does the suspension of the vehicle, because what I tend to look out for when I'm going over bumps like that one is any kind of noises coming up from the car that shouldn't be there, kind of secondary noises where you get a bit of chatter, and that's normally kind of what they call these little anti-roll bar drop links, and they just get a bit of metal on metal and chatter away, but it feels and sounds horrible. But this has got nothing. It's brilliantly resolved ride on the vehicles. It's always a compromise with suspension. You either go hard with very precise handling, or you go very soft but probably a bit woolly and soft and wallowy through the corners. And I think this one strikes probably the best balance in its class, for me personally, because it is only subjective. It's more spirited than say an Audi A4 or a C-Class, but it's every bit as comfortable as both. But it's not as overtly sporting, let's say, as a BMW 3 Series, which is, if you're going to put it around a racetrack or really sort of fly through corners at probably antisocial speeds, then the 3 Series is a better bet. But for driving like this is just in a different league, whereas even the tiniest little bump is felt through the BMWs. You don't feel it through these at all. Like this one there, that ridge on a competitor's car, you'd feel it, and you just don't on these. Only the C-Class I think rides as well as this. In terms of brakes on the car, really solid brake pedal, and there's no pulsing, there's no vibrations on the brake pedal at all. which suggests obviously all the brakes are in good condition and are well balanced as well. It's also very, very quiet in here. You know, they are wonderfully refined cars. Obviously that can be very easily ruined if you had a badly fitted windscreen or a damaged seal on the door, but it's all exactly as quiet as it should be, and they are very, very quiet indeed, as I said. Looking around inside the car, obviously SEL spec, but this one does benefit from the optional multimedia pack. So we've got this lovely clear sat-nav system all working perfectly. You get the hands-free system built into it as well, and they've had, you know, really great Mark Levinson stereo system, which if you love your music, and I do, is really worth having. It's a great sound system. All working really nicely as well. I mean, all the displays, everything's sort of working absolutely spot on. But it's the thing that video really can't get across to you is the build quality of these things. They are astonishingly well made. I mean, this is a car that's what, 12, 13 possibly years old, and not a murmur, nothing from the interior. It feels solid. It feels like you're driving a car that's 2 years old or a year old. It's really very, very, very well made car, you know. And this is real world build quality, sort of many years down the line, a few thousand miles on the clock, not when the test magazines get hold of them when they're absolutely brand new. It just is lovely. Obviously, as it's just arrived, it's not been valeted yet, but it's not going to need a huge amount. It's in very nice condition. I love the interior colours on the car. It doesn't work on a lot of cars, but the contrast of the wood, the light, the dark, and then the other trims really blends really nicely, so you have a lovely warm feeling interior. Talking of which, heated seats, cooled seats, I just checked those for you. I did check them before, but I'll just check them again to make absolutely certain. But they all work beautifully. Dashboard, very classy, lovely clear legible dials, very minimalist, which I really like, but the information you want is immediately obvious to you. The speed and the revs you're pulling, fuel and temperature are all there. So heated seats working beautifully. I'll just put the cooled, because they're cooled as well. I keep saying air conditioned, people always pull me up for that, so I will refer to them as cooled seats. But yeah, I mean, it's a lovely dashboard. All the readouts working exactly as they should. Wow, they're very, very quick to come on. That's too cool for me, but yeah, they work beautifully. As I said at the start of the video, the whole point of these videos is to pick up on any issues that might be on the car. Generally there aren't any, but it's not that we're trying to hide anything, but otherwise it'd be pointless doing the videos. I can't find anything on this. It drives absolutely beautifully. As I always say though, if I've missed anything, it's not by intent or design. Please do give us a call and we'll happily answer any questions. But whoever's lucky enough to get this one, we're buying a really nice car that drives as tight as a drum. It really does.